I built a business that take 10 minutes a day to run and made more money in 4 months than ever did with any business. So here's the entire model, right? Everyone is building complex businesses. Course with a bunch of module agencies with 12, 20 person team and SaaS product that are just so complicated that it take years to be built. Meanwhile, they're making zero mullah. I did the opposite, right? One service, one process is about 10 minutes a day. So let me show you the model, right? So here's the entire business. So step one, find businesses that need customer. Obvious, isn't it? It's quite really is obvious. Something like you can Google plumbing in Dallas or HVAC in Texas or wherever. Get their phone number, message them saying, "Hey, Sarah, if you can find a name. Hey, is this Sarah? Just find a name. Hey, Sarah, is this? Are you open to getting 10 more customers per month? We help businesses in Dallas to add 30K using our system. Can I call you tomorrow?" Or you mean like, "Hey, are you open for a partnership? I've helped businesses in Dallas getting 10 to 20 customers per month using our system. Can I call you tomorrow?" You can change the offer, but the concept's the same. Send this to about, 30, 40 minutes businesses, and then just book a call when they reply. Alright? So you can say like, "Oh, are you free tomorrow at 2 p.m.? Here's my calendar," or and then step 4, close the call based on what you said, based on what they need, based on their problem. Just ask for the problem. On the sales call, just kind of introduce yourself, ask for the problem, and then kind of pitch your service. They get oftentimes when business owner join the call, they're gonna try to take control of the call. Think this is your call, right? Because you're essentially the one book it. This is your call. You want to take control of it. Ask them question before they can ask you question. If in the call you're the one answering question, you're on a losing end. All right. So you need to ask them question, get as much info as from them as possible, and then close. So I don't know. This take me about 30 minutes a day, 30 minute a call. I do this about 2 to 3 times a day. Oftentimes, it's most likely 3 to 5 call a day. So total amount of work would be 2 to 3 hours a day. And a monthly revenue, depending on your closing rate, can be 10 to 20K. Easy. So that's it. That's pretty much the entire businesses. No, no team needed. No complex funnel. No nothing. Just find a problem, offer them a solution, and then get paid. All right. So here's why this works. There's a lot of it. Just really is just so simple. There's not a lot of moving part, so nothing really breaks. So complex businesses fail because they have team member that quit. They have technology that fail. They have market shift. They have process that fail. Their funnel aren't good enough. Simple businesses aren't as easy to break. So think about plumbing or HVAC or landscaping. These are really, really fundamental business. They don't break. They still last. Think about like a laundry business. That wouldn't change for a while. Sure, people can buy a washing machine and a dryer, but a lot of the time people are on rent. They rent the house, so they don't want to invest in furniture. So they go into a laundromat. These are simple businesses that are still making money. And like I said, it's just one person running it, one process, and one outcome. It's just that easy. So when you are having something simple, is quick for you to make money. So something that's simple, like for example, laundromat, you can just go and buy like 10 machine, 10 dryer, 10 washing machine. Sure, that may take some initial investment, but that's all it takes for you to start that business. It takes about a day to start, and then spend about a week advertising that thing, and then about a month you start making profit from all of the initial investment. Or you do something like a service base, like plumbing. Sure, you might take a couple of days to do the advertisement, get the call, put yourself on the thing, but it's really really quick. As soon as you get that first customer, you're already in profit because it's all service based. All right, and when you're doing something, what's one thing at a time, you just get really really good at it. Like I said, I've spent hours and hours on SMS messaging, and I've sent almost closer to 100,000. I think it was about 300,000 messages I've sent already, and I've done over 200 to 300 sales call. I know, since I spent so much time in it, I know exactly how it works and what works. That's what I mean when you focus on one thing. That's it. People try so hard to be unique by mastering multiple things. That's not how it works. Focus on one thing, build it, and then you can move on to the next. So when you are complex, it essentially just brought a lot of ego. So you know a lot of things. It's good to know a lot of things, but does it make money? Not really. Simplicity, what's make you rich. So your business should be so simple that you can explain it to a 10-year-old in one sentence. Something that how would you explain a call center? You call businesses, you book them client, and you make money. If you can't explain your business in one or two sentences, something needs to change. Because you're making it too complex. You're doing too much. That really isn't business. You're spending more time explaining what you do than actually doing what you do. Alright? So here's what you should start doing. And here's, you can just start building this in really just 10 minutes. So ask yourself, what can I sell in one sentence? You don't need a paragraph. Most people are trying to end up whole essay on what they can do. Build out your resume. But no. Make it so simple that people have one. If you have 1 second to look at it, they'll understand what you do. Because not a lot of time people won't spare you their time. It really, really is rare. They're so obsessed with everything that they do in their life. If you spend more than 10 seconds explaining to them what you do, they'll forget it. Make it so that they can understand your businesses in just 1 second. They say that the first 10 seconds of a sales call or a cold call makes or break the whole call. So when you're doing a cold call, always approach so that they give you just a tiny bit of time. And from there, you just quickly explain what you do. And that's how you essentially move on. That's why one of the most popular line in cold calling is, "Hey, can I just get a 5 second of your time?" It's 5 seconds. If you can't spare 5 seconds, you can just hang up. A lot of people think, okay, I can spare 5 seconds because it's a low ask, and in that 5 second, you need to explain what exactly you do, and then you can say, okay, my 5 seconds is up. Would be okay if you're interested. We can spend a separate time talking about the full package that would help your business only. Since you spend that 5 seconds, since you spend that 5 seconds saying what they do, they can probably imagine how you can help them, and that's when you can move into a sales call. Or a lot of people would just close on the sales call on the phone call as well, and they ask probably a minute more, like, hey, my 5 seconds is up. So this is all on you now to decide. Would you like to hear more about this? Somebody's like, oh sure, this is really, really interesting. And you just pitch them, close them. My first ever sales call was actually close on my first ever close was actually on the phone. I was driving home and this client called me. He was like, yeah, I saw your messages and you seem really interesting. Pitch them right. And I just pitched him right there on the spot. I was like, sure, let's move forward. Send me the package, send me everything. I send that to him. We hop on the sales call next day. He already have in mind that, we're definitely gonna move forward. 100% we're moving forward. He's already ready to pay it from the phone call. It was just the sales call. Really, on that sales call, it wasn't really necessary for me to move anything else. The first thing that he said on the sales call was, "I'm ready to move forward," and that was the easiest sales call of my life. So that's the first thing you should ask yourself. What can I sell in one sentence? Question 2. Can I deliver it without a team? If you need employees for your businesses, it's tougher for you to scale because it is so much harder to rely on another person to succeed than to rely on yourself. Alright? So make sure that only one person can do it. The general rule of thumb, and I made a mistake when I started my first ever business on this, was that I heavily relied on my employee to kind of deliver the sales call, the close, all of that. That's my biggest mistake, because that capped my business depending on the employee. Make sure that you can hit 100K in total revenue of your business before you hire any employees. That's a framework it's gonna help a lot. Question 3. Is this process repeatable? So if every client need a custom work, so for example, you need to do specific things for your client, change up your messages, change up everything so that it fit your client, that's too much work. That's too complex. Make it simple. Really simple. If you can find client in New York, the way that you should find client in New York should be the same in Texas. That's what it means to have a simple businesses. The same plumbing businesses can go in New York and go to Texas without any problems because their service is offering the same. So make sure that your business is so simple, I never needed it, so that you can expand as easy as possible. Alright? The last question is, can you explain this to a 5th grader? If you can't explain this to a 5th grader, your client won't either. So something along the line of, oh, I help complex AI leverage marketing ads, blah 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 blah. That won't work. Make it so simple. I say, I will have a cold call team. They'll call for you, and you'll get a client. Simple as that. That was one of my best offer. It was, hey, I have a cold call team, and I'll help you cold call, and that will make book you call. That was my biggest offer. That booked me more client than I ever did. In the year that I was working. So the whole year, in just 1 month, I was booking more client than I ever did. From one offer, I was like, hey, I have a cold call team, and if you want me to help you cold call, I'll get them on your plan, and they'll cold call for you. It's just that simple. Then you'll get a client. That was the biggest offer them. I was getting so much client that I had to turn down a lot of people. So, pretty much, that's it for this video. If you can answer all 4 of these questions, you can start your business now. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for today's video. And video on 5 to 10 qualified client every single month without lifting a single finger. And check out my auto seller generation course. This is my combined knowledge of all the automation that I did, and it can help you set up something that can last forever, so you can have more free time. Other than that, later.